So I wanted to get on here and make a video about, I want to talk about, I'm not even going to say the topic because maybe I'm just going to save it for later, but then I had a conversation with a friend of mine and that made me want to talk about something else. I want to talk about drugs. I want to talk about the reliance of drugs, the feel that we can't experience our, I spoke about this in one of my videos too, that's the thing. This squeaky ass chair. Um, the drug thing has been a thing for a hot minute. Oh, it looked like Ice Spice. Um, this drug thing has been an issue for like a hot minute, and until I actually see someone who like means something to me going through it, like that shit hits harder than it should. Like when I was the one doing the drugs to escape my problems, it was one thing because I'm on the inside, I'm not really focused on what's on the out. But then when I see someone actually on the inside and I'm on the outside watching it happen, I don't like it. Like I was just talking to my friends, guys. Like I wanted to cry. Like that shit makes me sad. Like it makes me sad that like guys, like I want you to understand. Like people are powerful. You know, like we're all powerful beings. And again, I know some situations because I know some situations just like you feel like you can't deal with what's going on. It's a lot going on. Like you can't deal with this with a sober mind. But like guys, what you need to understand is you need to deal with it sober because one way or another you need to deal with it. It does not go away. It does not go away. Just because you're intoxicated and you're not thinking about it in the moment, that does not mean it just doesn't exist. It just means that you're putting the thought away, pushing it to the side for later, and it does not mean you're not gonna have to come back to it. Same way if you go make food in the kitchen and then you leave your pan on the counter on the back burner. Just because you put it to the back doesn't mean it's not there. You're still gonna have to come back to the kitchen and wash it. Again, I understand how it feels to like feel like it's a lot. Like it's a lot of feelings because especially me, I do experience things a lot. Like sometimes like it could be raining, but it feels like the whole sea is falling down on my head and I don't want to deal with it. But then again, you need to understand because again, I'm trying to like give you my opinion and perspective and the way I understand, like cuz I'm trying to show you guys I'm not just speaking from the outside point of view. Like I understand, but what I also understand from this whole thing is that you're prolonging the healing. Again, I spoke about this in one of my other videos a while ago, but I want to talk about like I want to bring it back up for awareness clearly. You're prolonging the healing. You're prolonging it. You're putting it to the side and you're just letting it marinate. Don't let it marinate. Just sit there with it. Cry. And this is what you guys need to understand. Just the simple fact of crying. Let it out. If you have to cry for day after day after day after day, just cry it out until the day comes where you have no more tears left to shed and then you start feeling better and then it's all just in your head. But then at some point the tears will be gone, but then the thought will also be gone and you can start thinking more clear. You have to deal with it because I'm telling you guys this because I was there. And I'm not saying I was there like far back in the past, but I was there a few months ago. Like I was dealing with a situation. It was a lot for me to understand because the thing is about me is like I crave control, and without control I kind of go crazy about it. So when I don't have control, I'm not getting answers to what I'm asking. I don't want to question things anymore because now it just mean I'm staying up all night looking for the answers. So I would smoke, but then what happened was when the time came for it all to end and then it was time for me to be sober, what happened, everything I was putting to the side, and here's the thing, you're putting obstacles to the side, but then there's more obstacles to come. So what had happened for me was I during winter time, I'm not gonna, again, I said this in maybe my last few videos, I'm not self-diagnosing myself, but during winter time I do tend to get a lot very depressed. So what had happened was I had the fallout and then I had the winter time, like I had the winter time blues is what I'll call them. So I was high all this time. So I was avoiding the problem that was actually going on and the end goal, like the end result that was coming up. And then what happened was when wintertime came and it was time to face my Great Depression of winter, on top of having to deal with that, I also had the situation that just happened. And the thing is, I was preparing for it, but the thing is, I was preparing, but there were still some things that I hadn't like dealt with yet. So when both of these things came together, that shit just felt like the whole world just fell on top of me. That's why this happened a few months ago, but even in February, I'm still thinking about it, still dealing with it. Why? Because I was putting my feelings to the side and I was not dealing with it day by day. I was trying to get away from it because I felt like it was too much. But again, sometimes even I feel like, because again, I'm a human being just like you guys, but sometimes even I feel like it's too much for me to deal with. But again, it's okay to cry. Crying does not make you less of a man. You dumbass niggas in my comments in the other video talking about gay this, grown ass man. Bitch, kiss my ass, first of all. I was not, sorry. I still had that on my brain. I had some unfinished business to handle. Bitch, kiss my ass. That comment did not make you any money. That comment did not spread any type of awareness. So your end result with that comment meant nothing. And you just proved my point on that video exactly what I meant by men, because you guys are two little ass boys talking your fucking bullshit, doing nothing for nobody. Like, that did not help nobody. That did not make you no money. That did nothing. So irrelevant as fuck. So why did I feel need to bring that up? Sorry, that was just lingering in my mind. So I just wanted to think clearly. So I just need to get that off my chest. But honestly, I kind of lost my train of thought after I ate those bitch ass niggas. Shit, like, you bitches are weird. Like, what was your goal? Like, did you guys think like that was gonna stop me from sleeping? You guys think that was gonna do something? No, I just thought of it, and then like I needed to like just get it off my chest how I felt about it, and that's what I'm doing now. But if your end goal was to like make me mad, like make me take down the video, that's not what's gonna happen. Like, we'll have to do better than that. Come on. But again, like guys, like don't be a stupid ass boy like those niggas in my last comments. Like, don't be a goofy ass girl. Like, just deal with it, guys. Like, once you fully grasp, once you really sit down with your feelings and really understand what's going on and just let it, like, you build a resilience to it. It's like with like an allergy or something. I'm not saying you could get over it. Wait, that don't make no sense. You cannot get over an allergy. um but you could stop eating your peanuts to avoid having the allergic reaction, though. That could be, I feel like that's a valid point there. But it's like, don't drugs are never the act. Like, what you need to understand is, like, I just explained it, but again, when you're relying on these drugs, guys, because I know it's a lot of teenagers, there's even some older people who do it too. But when you're relying on all these drugs, when the day comes where you have to be sober, when you have no weed left, unless you just buy so you never run out, then that's kind of crazy, but sure. But when that day comes when it's time to be sober, you're gonna forget how to function, and you're gonna feel a bombardment of your emotions just falling onto you. Why? Because it was always there. Just because you weren't in the right mind state to understand and grasp what it was always there. It was just waiting for that moment, for that sobriety to hit, and for the emotions to be ready to come right back, because it was never gone. It was just on standby, because that's where you put it, on standby. But you can never fully get rid of it. That's the thing. You will never fully get rid of it until you deal with it. How do you face your fears? By dealing with them head on. How do you face what's going on in your life and the situation? You need to deal with it head on. That's what you need to do. If you're trying to grasp a relationship, you cry. Cry. We are able to cry for a reason, because you need to let the emotions just let everything just come out. It's like peeing. You pee to cleanse your system. Let the tears run and run and run until you're cleansed from any unease or anything in your head. Guys, like, I'm telling you, the same thing I said in my last video. All drugs is, it's a temporary, it's a, sorry, what did I say? It's a permanent, it's a temporary solution. Fuck, I forgot I saw that video. What did I say? Drugs are a solution. No, they're not. They're a permanent, oh, it's permanent damage for a temporary, for a Permanent damage for a temporary problem. That's what it is. It goes away. Just be sober and deal with it, guys. Like, you see me, I'm crashing out right now, but at least I'm dealing with my emotions head on, you know? Like, you don't think I want to smoke? You don't think I'm ready to roll up a spliff right now? Like, I've been scavenging around for roaches, but the thing is, no. I have to, you have to learn to tell yourself no. What's that called? Um, I forgot. You have to learn to tell yourself no sometimes. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm just dealing with it. Like, just sit there and deal with it. Let that shit hurt. Let it hurt. Let it feel like it's eating you alive, like you're going through a rebirth until it just doesn't anymore. And then you become a better version of yourself, and at least you can say, I survived. That's what it's about. No matter the scars you take on your way, if you survive the war, you have a story to tell. And I know that's right. That's all I'm going to say for today. Be fucking sober, guys. Deal with your fucking problems. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't prolong the healing process. Deal with it now so you don't have to deal with it later, okay? I'm gonna leave you guys with that one. Catch me in the last video. And you stupid ass boys in my last fucking video on no comments. Y'all are exactly what I was speaking about in that video. Y'all proved my point. That's exactly what it is. The point proves itself. Men. Thank you.